As the second largest continent in the world, Africa is one of the most beautiful and most fascinating places on earth. This vast land comprises of over 54 countries and 144 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Africa's striking landscape offers visitors rich history, unique features, diverse wildlife population, and preserved cultures. These features attract foreigners, travelers who flock into the continent to see these famous landmarks. Today, we'll be heading to the streets to ask individuals to mention their top three most famous African landmarks and tourist destinations. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, and watch to the end. Don't skip. Let's go. Can you mention your top three most famous African landmarks and tourist destinations? Starting from 3, 2, then 1.
Okay, three would be the pyramids of Giza.
Pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
Yes.
Okay, then 2.
Two would be the Serengeti National Park.
Serengeti National Park in Tanzania.
Yes.
Okay, then 1.
One would be the Victoria Falls.
Victoria Falls. Wow. So why did you mention Pyramid of Giza, Serengeti, Victoria Falls? Why did you mention three of them?
Now, over time, there has been like there will forever be a conspiracy and there will forever be a mind-blowing theory on how pyramids are constructed. No, like scientists or architects, they have tried to like research like how do these people like mold this stuff and it's so conical and even when they measured it, they discover that the measurements are like accurate and all that. And number two on the Serengeti National Park, I love parks. Now the Victoria Falls, I like something that depicts peace, calm and warmth.
Victoria Falls.
Yes, the Victoria Falls and the way the water does drops down, in fact the environment around that falls, mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
You just love it. You just want to stay there all night. At the Victoria Falls, at night, the view is bliss. It is something like you always want to experience over and over.
Interesting. Okay, so the question: have you been there?
No, obviously.
You've not been there, but you are describing it so well. Like you've been. Why are you describing it so well?
I just love traveling. I read a lot of tourist books. I read a lot of adventure stories. I watch a lot of movies. So I think from all this one, the pictures, it's not be a far fetched for me to describe and all that.
True.
I would say River Nile in Egypt,
River Nile in Egypt, then 2.
Table Mountain in South Africa,
Wow, Table Mountain in Cape Town, South Africa, then 1.
then Zanzibar in Tanzania.
Whoa, Zanzibar in Tanzania. So why did you mention 3 of them?
I feel like it's a site that people want to see. Abi. It's a place that people want to go to. People talk about it every time, or people have seen pictures or something like that, and you want to be there. I would actually like to go there one day too, by God's grace.
Okay, good. Very soon, very soon. At least you go to probably Zanzibar.
Maybe.
Your top 3 most famous African landmarks or tourist destination.
At 3, I'll go with the Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert. And 2.
And 2, I'll go with the River Nile.
River Nile in,
River Nile in
Egypt. Then 1.
Then one, the Masai Mara National Reserve.
The Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya. So why did you mention 3 of them?
For the Sahara Desert, though, it has a very notorious reputation of having like foreigners pass through there, try to get abroad and stuff like that. So though it's not a good reputation, but I think that's a reputation on its own. Then for the Nile River, since biblical times, has been pretty much in existence and stuff like that. So, and for the Masai are very, very known to be strong warriors, very adept at wildlife and stuff like that.
So I would say the Masai Mara, like the reserve.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone loves that. Like even I want to go there. And then I would say for South Africa, they have this. Is it Nelson Mandela? They have this museum that I've seen a lot of videos on TikTok of the museum, so it looks really interesting. I would love to go there. Then number 1, Egypt. Like I said, the pyramids. Everyone wants to go to the pyramids. So yes, I also want to take a picture at the pyramid of Giza. Yes.
Victoria Falls,
Victoria Falls, that's in Zimbabwe, Zambia.
then Timbuktu, then
Timbuktu in Mali.
yeah, then pyramids in Giza.
Pyramid of Giza. Wow. So why did you mention 3 of them?
Because people know Falls, Victoria Falls is the tourism. For Timbuktu is the historical importance, the library, the first investing in African stuff. Then for pyramids of Giza and just for the history.
Just for the history. Can you mention your top 3 most famous African landmarks or tourist destinations?
Zanzibar,
Zanzibar, Tanzania, 3, then 2.
Victoria Falls,
Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe and Zambia. Then one.
Gorilla trekking in volcanoes. Yes.
Oh, gorilla trekking volcanoes in Rwanda. So why do you mention these three places?
When someone hears gorilla trekking in volcanoes, like you are surprised. You want to know what it's about. Victoria Falls always is like river, like river stuff like I would have mentioned River Nile, but that one is too common. And so Victoria Falls is like something most people have not seen that people should like check out. Zanzibar.
Zanzibar, the famous Zanzibar, Tanzania.
Zanzibar. The name alone is outstanding. And Tanzania is a country that you want to be, the place to be actually
The
because
beautiful beaches and all.
The pyramids. Everyone see pyramids, and
The,
then
the pyramids of Giza.
yes, pyramids of Giza.
That's three.
Then to Tanzania, yeah, in Tanzania, people also want to go there, just like see the serene environment. It's not really
That's where you find Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. Yeah, people want to go there. That's is one of the hottest spots now. If you want vacation in Africa, most people
Vacation.
yes, most people obviously say they want to come to Zanzibar. Morocco, I think Morocco, a lot of people want to go to Morocco. Sometimes I forget Morocco is an African country because of how developed they are. And yeah, I feel like a lot
The
of,
likes of Marrakesh.
yes, exactly.
Okay, we have I think the statue in Senegal. The statue, I think the Renaissance statue or something. It has the buff African man and
With
his wife,
the wife and the
child.
kid.
I love that. I heard this. I don't know. I see pictures. It's like the most African thing. I'm just happy we have something like that. Honestly.
In Africa.
Yeah, and in Senegal, and it's nice. It's nice. It's like I mean, like I think it beats the Statue of Liberty, in my opinion. I mean,
Beat Statue of Liberty.
because it really it shows so much of the Africanness, of Africa. I love it. I love it. And
True,
then,
true.
and
Then two.
okay, and another monument. Oh, I think the Lake Victoria Falls.
Victoria Falls.
Yes, I think that's in Zimbabwe. No,
Yeah,
no.
Victoria Falls is in between Zimbabwe and Zambia.
Okay, okay, yes, yeah, I like that. It's just it's one of those very iconic waterfalls. I think people do their it might actually be quite a nice romantic destination.
Vacation.
Vacation. Thank you. So it'd be nice, you just go there and you just admire the waterfall and when you hear the sounds and everything else, it's just relaxing and all that. So it's good. It's good.
Then one.
Oh, one. I think one of them. I think one monument that really attracts people world over. I think is obviously going to be the pyramids of Giza. Which are basically memorial tombs of past pharaohs and all that. So people come around to just. I mean, everybody likes to feel like they're kind of archaeologists. To have that sense of adventure. So they see all these pyramids and they take pictures, of course, and Egypt is such a very important place as humans, so it's only natural that it attracts a lot of humans there. So yeah, and I like I'm it's one of my goals too to also check out Egypt. Maybe someday you take, I don't know, you try.
Who knows?
to.
You love to, right?
I would. Please just hit me up.
Can you mention your top three most famous African landmarks or tourist destinations?
Zanzibar in
Zanzibar in Tanzania.
yes, in Tanzania.
Then two.
Now River,
Nile River in Egypt.
yes, in Egypt.
Then one.
And I would say Kruger National Park in South Africa.
Wow, Kruger National Park in South Africa.
I think the Serengeti National Park.
Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. Wow. Then two.
Then Table Mountain in South Africa.
Table Mountain, Cape Town, South Africa. Okay. Then one.
Then everybody know the Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert.
Okay, we have Zanzibar in Tanzania.
Zanzibar in Tanzania. Then two.
We have the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt.
Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. Then one.
Then we have the Nile River also in Egypt too. Yeah, but, I feel like Pyramid of Giza is very famous because Egypt is said to be the house of modern civilization, and so looking at the way the Egyptians built their pyramid and buried the pharaohs they had back then, I'll say it's so outstanding that many people want to come to see that pyramid at Giza. And also for Zanzibar, I feel like the beauty of Zanzibar too is also wonderful and stuff like that. And then from Nile River in Egypt, it's also been very popular from the Bible. So for someone like me to see it in real life, or for people to go out there to see it, it's truly outstanding.
River Nile.
River Nile in Egypt.
Yes.
Then two.
It should be the Pyramid of Egypt also.
Pyramid of Giza in Egypt.
Yes.
Okay. Then one.
Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert. Can you mention your top three most famous African landmarks or tourist destination?
Pyramid of Giza,
Three, Pyramid of Giza,
the Nile River.
Nile River in Egypt too,
Okay, Victoria Falls. So
Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe and Zambia. So, guys, I want to know your top three most famous African landmarks and tourist destination in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you on the next one, guys.